I know this is something that you've envisioned for a long time, and as you sit up there right now, I mean, does it feel as sweet as you expected it to?
Yeah. It's been 22 years in the making, so man, to do it the way I did it, I said I was gonna do it in a stylistic fashion, you know. Done in one. When I rocked him, I was just like, that's it. I just knew it, you know. After the head kick, I hit him with that uppercut, and I don't know. I saw him quit. He didn't need it anymore. But like the ref says, don't stop punching until I tell you to. Shout out to 50.
You made your Bellator debut in April 2015, and you talked about numerous times in the past how Pitbull was the guy that you always had your sights set on. So when you envisioned that fight over time throughout the years, I mean, was that what you expected here tonight, a quick finish like that, or did you think that it was going to be more of a battle?
Honestly, I dreamt the fight. I knew I won the fight. I prayed about it, and same night I had a vision. So I knew I had victory, but it wasn't the dream that I had, which is peculiar. So looking into it now, maybe that's the 155-pound title that I saw, you know, and I don't know. I'm just enjoying this moment, man. I knew it was gonna come. Just having favor in the Most High and just staying prayed up and blessed up, you know. This is his moment, shine through me.
And everybody's always referred to your stardom as star potential, and I think tonight people saw that you are a star. That crowd out there was wild. You're the #1 trending topic in the United States right now on social media. I mean, were you even surprised at the ovation you got out there and everything that transpired?
Nah, I knew it, man. I sold more in tickets than I get paid. Like, I knew this whole arena was there for me, but you know, it's just phenomenal to have that much support. You know, the only thing that could compare to that was when Alima Lay fought in Hawaii and I was on her card. So I knew what kind of to expect from the crowd, you know, and it was just surreal, man, to have all those people there just behind you, you know what I mean? Doing it not just for you, your family, yourself, but for the city. And man, it's just a blessing.
You mentioned you waited 22 years for this, and that is not a long time. When you think about, you know, how long other champions have waited to become champions. So what's next? You have a long career ahead of you.
Champ. You know, technically these are one. So for me, it's to make this become two. Yeah, that's the next step, you know. Being at 145 pounds isn't the easiest. Maybe we get some super fights going, but I'm pretty much done with the division at 145 pounds. So hop up to 155 pounds, you know. He's the best 145er. Was the best. I've pretty much been saying it, you know. Now people are seeing it. People are believing it. I am the best 145-pounder in the world. Whether it's UFC, ONE FC, PFL, I don't care who it is. I got $1 million cash in my bank. I'm willing to put that up against anybody else. You know, I'm sure Showtime, Bellator, they'll match it. Let's do some super fights. Let's get some big stuff going. Let's change this sport like I've been saying. We can do it. Unify these belts.
Was this your last featherweight fight?
Depends. Depends. It honestly depends. It depends on who steps up to the line. You know what I mean? Health is key. Making 145 pounds I can do it. You know what I mean? But as I get older, as I get bigger, as I get stronger, as I become more of a man, obviously it's going to get harder and harder and harder. So, I've been wanting to move up. COVID, so forth, things have come into play to where it's kept me here a little bit longer than I expected. But, man, God's time is perfect timing, and I'm enjoying it all, embracing it all in this moment.
And sometimes we see fighters or celebrities, you know, get their fame real young and kind of lose themselves. How do you plan on staying grounded?
I lost myself before the fame came. Straight up. So, yeah, I'm ready. Embrace it all, you know, live your best life and just stay focused, man. And like I said, man, this wasn't my victory tonight. This was a man upstairs. This was his victory.
AJ right here. Did you have nachos backstage?
I did not.
It's all good.
And my dad ate my damn Snickers. I was looking forward to it, but he ate it, so I'm bummed.
Hey, Pitbull, straight back here. Patricio, obviously the fight didn't go the way you expected. Can you just give us your initial thoughts after everything now that it's been a minute?
In this night, he was great. He kicked my head, and he almost knocked me out, and he almost finished me at the same night. So he was good. Congratulations. Now he is the champion.
Did anything surprise you about what he brought out there? Was he faster, stronger, or anything in that little bit you fought?
No, I knew that. It was a mistake. I was used to that, but he was very well this night.
We spoke with AJ recently. He said that he talked with you a little bit and said that you told him that you were not out. Can you just tell us your side, what you said to him?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I knew I wasn't asleep, but I saw my hands like this slowly. I was standing, but hands, rules. That's it. A fighter want to fight to the end. That's my mind. Thank you.
There was a lot of talk about what's next, like would you want to run it back at 155? Do you want to stay at 145? Can you just talk a little bit about what you think might be next for you?
I spent a lot of years without being defeated, and today is a new day for me. It's a different kind of feeling, and I want to rest a little bit, enjoy my son, my wife, but I will come back stronger. I know that. Everyone say that one get the defeat, but I am different.
Patricio, right down here in front of you, you say that this is a feeling you haven't experienced much in a long time. I think 2016 was the last time, and that was an injury. So do you feel like in a weird way that this could kind of light a fire under you and make you have even more motivation going forward?
I'm always motivated, I don't know. My debut was in 2004, and now I have a lot of years fighting and dedicate myself in this game. And I'm hungry every time, but I know now I need a break, little break.
Can you talk a little bit? Were you able to exchange any words with Pitbull after the fight? Anything else?
Yeah, he said he wasn't out. Maybe he wasn't satisfied, but I could put him out again. He's got that 55-pound title, so like I said, champ. I want all them belts.
I know competitively you obviously want that strap, but personally, the rivalry, is it, as they say, is it over? Or is it, do you feel like there's still more to be said between you two, even if he wasn't the champion, for example?
He's not satisfied. We can do it again. I got no problem. He didn't land a punch. I'll give you another opportunity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How you doing, sir? Real quick question. What are you going to do with that big giant check? I mean, like literally the check. Are you going to frame it?
Frame it for sure. I don't know. Might auction it, something. Who knows? We'll figure it out one day. Figure it out one day.
If you do, make sure you make it like a a TikTok video of you going to the bank and trying to deposit it.
That big ass thing? Will they even take it?
You're the champ. I don't know.
Will they? They're gonna be like signing it back. I'm gonna be like, there's no spot for that. Like,
also, the head kick, is that something you always envisioned from the very first time you saw Pitbull fight, or is it very particular to this camp?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the head kick, but I knew it was gonna be a left kick. We have video footage of me saying, quoted, it will be a left kick, either the body or the head. So maybe we can release that too now. Like I said, it's just adapting while you're in there and being able to dissect things. I knew he watched me training in the backstage, so he was going to stay to the right and kind of keep his distance and watch the teep kicks coming forward. So I thought I'd switch it up, show him my absolute lengthiest range, and tell him if he comes forward that something tragic's going to happen. So I was throwing the John Jones kicks to his knees, let him know, like, if you come in here, you're going to have to deal with something. And then he threw that one jab, And that was it. He was like, geez, he read that. You know what I mean? So it was just keeping him at bay. That was the key, you know. And then I start attacking the outside leg. He didn't like that outside leg kick, you know, and that was only one of them. So from there, he started circling to the opposite way. At that point, now I'm thinking attacks left side, but he was so focused on the left hand, he didn't think anything about the kicks.
Obviously, you're going to have time to think about it. And, you know, we know how competitive you are and how motivated you are. Is it possible in a week's time where you think, do you know what? This guy just took the 145 belt from me. I want to fight the same guy at 155.
You said that?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking you if maybe in a week's time.
Before the fight, I think he told somebody something like this, and it's a good thing, you know. He beat me in the featherweight division. I know he's big. He has trouble to cut weight, and let's think about it. I have a belt. I still a world champion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We do if we do something like that, this time I'd like for it to be in Brazil. This guy's been here for 10 years, double champ, winningest fighter in Bellator history, most title defenses. Why are we fighting in Los Angeles? He's the champ. We're fighting in the challenger's hometown. Next one, great, he won. Give it all to him. He slept in his own bed. He's a legend. His dad's a legend here, born and raised here. He's born and raised here. 99% of the fans cheering for AJ. We're in his house, yet he's the double champ. Great, he won. Let's do it in Brazil next. For one time, bring it to Brazil for the champ.
Of these three names at 145, who would you say would be the biggest challenge for you?
None of them.
Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, or Alex Volkanovski?
I would say Max Holloway. That was always my dream fight, super fight as a kid. You know, I've watched him just pick apart people. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm the best 145 pounder in the world. The world. I don't care who it is. I'm going to show up and show out every time.
What's the first thing you're going to purchase with that $1 million?
Can I please? GT2 RS, baby? Is that or a Ducati? I keep trying to get that or a Ducati, but he doesn't want me on two wheels. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. We'll see. I read that quote, you know, if you can't buy it 10 times, don't buy it. So that GT2 RS, I need about another 3 mil. So I don't know yet. We'll see. We shall see. I really have no idea. I haven't even processed that yet.
Just thank you to everyone who was cheering for me. I am good. My mother was crying, and I know it's a bad night for us, but it's the sport. Let's do it again.
AJ, back here. You talked about the 7 O's at, you know, the one at the end of the checks, the one at the end of your record. Now you finally accomplished that. How do you feel?
I feel accomplished, but I'm ready for another goal, you know? Like the song I wanted to walk out to, Hippie Sabotage, it's never enough. It's never enough, you know? Till I'm making them Floyd checks, 100 mil, it's never enough. And even when I make that, it's still not enough.
Now, Rampage talked about that you would be your dad's revenge on this sport. Do you feel like you've done that already?
Nah, this is just the beginning. We are finally getting the respect and recognition we deserve, but now you got a price to pay for the disrespect. Nothing goes unsolved.
First of all, big congratulations. You did it. I gotta ask you this. Where do you place yourself on the pound for pound list of all divisions?
Number one.
And then Scott mentioned that you're thinking of boxing. He mentioned the Paul brothers. But realistically, look, Bellator is on Showtime. Showtime have a lot of boxing. Which Showtime fighter would you be interested in fighting?
Floyd.
And what would happen in that fight?
I would have a lot of respect for him. Straight up. I'm the best at my sport. He's the best at his sport. I would just enjoy sharing that moment with him. You know what I mean? He's like my dad. I call my dad my antique. If you're going hard with my antique in the gym, I'm gonna fuck you up. Straight up. Be careful. You hurt my antique, we got a problem. So it's like these younger guys that aren't in a sport like that, no disrespect, but they have something to prove. I don't have anything to come into this boxing sport and prove against Floyd. Like, it's just me wanting to be acknowledged as the best in my sport and sharing a moment with another great in his sport. And that's where I would enjoy that moment. And hopefully it'll happen one day. He told me he doesn't fight anymore. So I'm like, all right, cool. But
You never know.
You never know, man. You never know.
Chris, how'd you see it? Was it too fast for you? How'd you see the outcome?
No, I was rooting for Brazilian, Pitbull, and sometimes on your day, The kids did it great, It's a great fight. Yes.
Did the referee get it right? Did he stop it at the right moment?
I believe when you see the hand don't move, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think of AJ? How far can he go? What's his ceiling in MMA?
The referee, they always prepare for what's happening in cage, have a great referee, if they think you should stop for the help for the athletes.
Were you surprised with the outcome, man? It was very quick. A lot of people expected a very hard fight, for both.
Surprised with the outcome, but AJ's good, man.
Yeah, did the ref get it right? Did he stop it at the right time?
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look at the video.
Henry, how'd you see it, man? Was it stoppage proper? Was it stoppage proper?
Good job, man.
It's a fight game, dude. Sometimes, shit happens.